Why does the letter to the Galatians talks about works being contrary to faith? Paul wrote this letter after his meeting with the Jerusalem council and his imprisonment at Philippi, where Silas and him were beaten with stripes. Scriptural proof, Galatians 2 verses 1 and 2, and 6 verse 17. And the main reason for the letter has got to do with the topic of interest during the Jerusalem council. Acts 15 verses 6 and 7, but some of the sect of the Pharisees who believed rose up, saying, "It is necessary to circumcise them, and to command them to keep the law of Moses." Now the apostles and elders came together to consider this matter. And when there had been much dispute, Peter rose up and said to them. A letter was then written by the apostles and elders clarifying that circumcision and keeping the law of Moses is not required by the Gentiles as proof of inclusion into the kingdom, but to abstain from things offered to idols, from blood, from things strangled, and from sexual immorality. But after Paul had suffered beating in Philippi, word came to him that the teaching of circumcision and keeping Moses' law had landed on the ears of the Gentile believers, and many were compelled to be circumcised. Therefore, Paul had to educate them about how circumcision and keeping Moses' law is not that which gives inclusion into the kingdom of God, but only through faith, the way Abraham believed God, and to keep on continuing in faith. Finally, it is important to take note that there is a distinction between the law of Moses and the 10 Commandments of God. After Paul was done educating the Gentile believers to not engage in the works of the law of Moses, he instructed them in the commandments of God. Scriptural proof, Galatians 5 verse 13 to 6 verse 10. Galatians 5 verse 14, for all the law is fulfilled in one word. Even in this, you shall love your neighbor as yourself.